The Valley of Fear. An adventure or a terrifying mistake? Are you sure we should go in there? Mariam asked, her voice trembling. The darkness of the night had swallowed the valley. Cold gusts of wind whispered through the trees as if trying to warn them. Ali smirked and replied, "We're just going to take a look, click some pictures, and leave." But Mariam's heart was filled with an unknown fear, whispering that something was terribly wrong. Jan, unable to suppress his curiosity, stepped forward and murmured, "There's something really strange about this place. Do you hear those whispers too?" The air suddenly grew colder, as if invisible eyes were watching them. First step inside the mansion, the first strike of fear. As they reached the grand entrance of the mansion, the massive wooden doors creaked open on their own. The eerie sound sent shivers down their spines. Mariam instinctively wrapped her arms around herself, as if trying to shield herself from an unseen danger. "This place feels wrong," Sarah whispered, her voice tinged with unease. Stepping inside, a thick cloud of dust swirled in the dim light of their torches. Ali moved his flashlight around, revealing old, cracked walls covered in eerie paintings. Jan stopped in his tracks as his eyes landed on one particular portrait. Why is it moving?" His voice wavered. For a moment, silence filled the room. Then, suddenly, the painted figure's eyes opened and locked onto them. Mariam grabbed Jan's arm, her grip ice cold. "What's happening?" Her voice cracked with terror. Before anyone could react, the door slammed shut with a deafening bang. The reality of fear, the basement's secret. "We have to get out of here." Sarah gasped, tears welling up in her eyes. But the door was locked. And then, a whisper echoed through the hallway. "You've entered my home. Now, you'll never leave." Mariam's fingers trembled. Jan's heart pounded like a war drum. "We need to find a way out." Ali tried to sound brave, but there was a hint of hesitation in his voice. They slowly moved through the dusty corridors, their footsteps muffled by the thick carpet. At the end of the hallway, a heavy, rusted door stood ajar. A chilling breeze seeped through, carrying the scent of old blood and decay. "We have to go down there," Ali whispered. Mariam gulped, feeling like her legs would give way. But there was no other option. Confronting the spirit, a battle between life and death. As they stepped into the basement, a horrifying sight awaited them. Chains hung from the ceiling, bones were scattered on the floor, and the walls were covered in eerie, blood-stained symbols. Then, from the swirling mist, a dark figure emerged. A tall, shadowy man with piercing red eyes. "This place belongs to me," his voice echoed, shaking the room. The friends instinctively took a step back. Ali, gathering every ounce of courage, asked, Who are you?" The spirit let out a bone-chilling laugh. "I am the one this mansion never let go, and now, neither will you." Jan's knees threatened to buckle. Sarah's breath came in short, desperate gasps. "We need to do something." Mariam's voice was almost a sob. The last hope, fighting for freedom. Jan suddenly remembered the diary they had found upstairs. The book mentioned a magical circle. We need to find it. Frantically, they searched the basement walls. Mariam, despite her fear, forced herself to focus, and then, she saw it. A strange, glowing symbol carved into the stone. This must be it, she gasped. Ali quickly pulled everyone inside the circle, and Jen began chanting the words written in the diary. By the power of light, let darkness be destroyed. The spirit let out an ear-piercing shriek. The entire mansion began to tremble. The walls cracked, the chains rattled violently, and a powerful wind howled through the room. No! You have freed me, but I will return. With one final scream, the spirit vanished. The end, or a new beginning. Suddenly, the basement door burst open. Without hesitation, the friends ran up the stairs, through the mansion, and out into the valley. Just as they reached the edge of the forest, a loud explosion rocked the ground behind them. They turned back to see the mansion crumbling into dust, disappearing as if it had never existed. They collapsed onto the ground, panting, shaking, their hearts pounding against their ribs. Tears mixed with sweat as relief flooded over them. Is it really over? Mariam whispered. But 3 days later, something strange happened. Standing in front of his mirror, Jen noticed something odd. His reflection was not following his movements. Then, suddenly, the reflection smirked. A whisper echoed through the room. We will meet again. Jen's breath hitched. A cold shiver ran down his spine. The nightmare was far from over.